everyone! Guess who's back? Yes, it's the YouTuber who abandoned everyone for school and studies. I know school. Who cares about school? I should probably have just dropped out to focus on YouTube. No, but I apologize to everyone who thought I was dead or something. But I decided it was best if I logged out and deleted all social media. Maybe I should have said something because I just logged back on and I feel so guilty. So once again, I'm sorry, but I felt I made the right decision for myself, and my grades would probably agree. So I haven't really been updated on Total Drama, but I have seen that the first episode of Season 2 has already been leaked. I saw it on Twitter and had to check it out for myself, and it's true it leaked, and we got a good amount of content to see kind of where the season will head. I have only watched it once, though, and will watch it again when the season airs, or should I say leaked. So with the amount of footage we had, I thought it would be fun to do a prediction for the season. As we know, I'm not the best at prediction because my personal bias always comes in. But hey, look at last season where I almost predicted the same final 6. So before we start, this is your spoiler warning. I will talk about the leaked episode and last season. So if you haven't seen that, you should probably click away from this video or watch it on mute and at the lowest brightness. And I will divide this prediction in 2 parts. This one will be pre-merge and the other one will be merge. I think this is better because I can go more into details of my thoughts instead of just rushing everyone in one video. So once again, spoilers ahead, and let's start this prediction. So let's start with the early boots. These are the ones that I expect to go in the first 4 episodes in no particular order. I always try to use logic, strategy, and reason when I predict. But this is a cartoon, and sometimes things that don't make sense just happen and screw your prediction up. So first up, we have the first one who was eliminated in Season 2, which was Scary Girl, or should I say the not-so-normal girl. I know it was leaked a long time ago, and I was not surprised that she was eliminated first because Scary Girl is a gimmick character. Her whole character is a gimmick. She is excellent TV and has a big fan base, but she doesn't bring anything to the main storyline. I said there would be some contestants who got eliminated early in the first season and would be eliminated early again, and I was afraid that Scary Girl would be one of them. Sorry for all the Scary Girl lovers out there. Also, what did you think about all the normal girl transformation? I thought it was a fun idea, but badly executed. I think what they did wrong was that the writers just dumped the whole idea on her at the end of the episode. If she just behaved during the elimination ceremony, she would probably stay because she did nothing wrong. It would be better if she slowly cracked during the challenge and went crazy the last round and accidentally sabotaged her own team. Next up, we have Millie, one of my faves from the first season, but got a lot of hate. Hashtag stop the Millie hate. Last season, Millie tried to stay under the radar and barely played the game. This time, it looks like Priya gave her everything to prepare for this season, and what did Millie do? Nothing. She did nothing with it. So during the first challenge, she played too hard just to impress Priya, and she flopped more than a fish on land. Like, she was the first one out and dragged Priya down with her. And I can see that happen in the next few episodes where she tries too hard and causes her team to lose and they vote her out. Obviously, this will be hard for Priya where she has to pick a side, the game or her best friend. And I think we will see Priya betray Millie and join Caleb since he is obviously a better player than Millie. And she probably realizes that Millie will just bring her down with her. Millie got a lot of character development in the first season. Meanwhile, Priya didn't and was basically chained to Millie the whole season. I think this time producers are willing to sacrifice Millie to focus more on Priya as a player because even if Priya was athletic, we didn't really see the strategic side of her. The next one is a shocking one, probably the most shocking one. So I actually think Wayne will go out early. I hope I'm wrong on this one because I like Wayne. I predicted a few months ago that Wayne would be the one to backstab Raj because he spends too much time with Bowie. But after seeing their dynamic, it's obvious that Wayne is the third wheel and he is clearly okay with it. He is Raj's best friend, so of course he will support their relationship. And I can see the producers going with that. I do think it is Bowie who will be the one who wants to get rid of Wayne so he can spend more time with Raj. I predict that Bowie will ask help from Julia and MK, and they will vote for Wayne in an episode where Ripper should go because we love giving plot armor to Ripper, don't we? From a game perspective, this would be stupid from Bowie since the risk of Julia and MK teaming up with Chase and Ripper increases. But I do think this season Bowie will play more emotionally than strategically. He was the mastermind last season, so I think the producers are aiming for someone else this season, perhaps Caleb. My next one is Damien. I know, another little shocker. But after seeing him last season, I expected him to come back confident and brave and ready to play the game for real. But seeing him in the first episode, he was still the same coward like he always was, and Damien got unlucky the last season when he wanted to play for real. He got eliminated in the same episode. I can see that happen again, where he thinks he will make it much further than last time, but instead, he goes an episode earlier. I have seen that many predicted that Damien would make it very far this season. I was one of them, but just looking at him, I didn't get the vibe at all. Sorry, Damien believers, but I could be wrong. Now we are going to the ones who will make it pre-merge, possible first merge boot as well. These are the ones I think will make it around episodes 5 to 7, so like in the middle but lower middle. This was hard to choose between because there are so many possibilities with this cast, and you don't really want to repeat many things from the first season as well, not make it too predictable. So, the first one we have here is Z, who is now a soda influencer, which probably means he is not in it to win it anymore. Z played a role last season as the fun guy that everyone liked and wasn't a big threat. I can see in this season that his soda influencer thing can make him annoying. Also, as we saw in the first episode, a soda can got him eliminated from the challenge. I can see that happen where he will lose it for his team because he wants to try something stupid with the soda just to promote it. I will not care that much if Z goes. I still have a small feeling he will go in episode 2 for some reason, and I still put him here, which makes no sense. I would probably swap him and Damien. Even though I liked Z, I can't really see him making it far again. After all, he isn't really a game player like the other ones. He is just there for the vibes. The next one is another shocker, but I do think that Bowie will go out early. So if my theory with Wayne goes early, I can see that Julia and MK team up with Chase and Ripper, which should make Bowie and Raj the next target. And since Julia hates Bowie more, they will target him. I think Bowie will not make it as far as the first season because we saw his whole character and there is not much more going on with him other than his relationship with Raj. Also, as we saw from the first episode, no one cared about him as the team captain during the strategy session. He was probably the one going home first if Scary Girl didn't mess things up. With Bowie gone, I can see Julia taking over as the captain, or surprisingly maybe even Ripper. I just don't see Bowie making it so far, especially after being in the final 2 last season. Next up is Raj. There are 2 possibilities happening for him. He either follows Bowie or Wayne home, or he becomes his own character. Last season, he was with Wayne the whole season. This time, he will be with Bowie the whole season. I do want him to become an independent player without his boys, but I don't think they will have time to expand on that. Which is sad, because if you look at him, he has nothing to offer by himself. What made him special was his relationship with other contestants. So what is he gonna do when they are not there? Probably nothing. Maybe if season 3 happens and we get Bowie and Wayne going super early, I can see us having Mastermind Raj, but I might just be dreaming out here. It's just very hard to judge Raj as an independent individual because there is nothing to judge. Out of him and Wayne, Wayne is clearly the one with more personality, and the only thing that made Raj stand out from Wayne was his relationship with Bowie. Other than that, there is nothing. I know it probably got repetitive, but you got my point. Sorry, Raj, for being too harsh, but this is mostly a dig to the writers. Next up, I have Emma. It was either her or Chase that I put in this spot, but to make things equal between the teams, it had to be Emma. I just don't see the Emma and Chase storyline continuing through the merge again, so I think one of them has to go early, even if I wanted it to be Chase. Based on the first episode, I can see an improvement in Emma. She broke up with Chase, and hopefully this time for good. Last season, she was bound to Chase and Bowie. This time, it looks like she will make more connections since neither of them are on her team. However, I'm also afraid that it might make her a background character since she won't have a strong connection on her team yet. Because it looks like out of the people that are left in my prediction, she didn't really like Nichelle. Caleb and Priya have each other, and even if Alex is trying to make friends, I can't see her be friends with Emma. But who knows? This is total drama and anything can happen. We have seen Emma without Chase. She was a strong competitor and much more likable. However, we haven't seen Chase without Emma, so I can see the writers focusing more on Chase this season, especially with my prediction that he and Ripper will team up with Julie and MK. Okay, that was my prediction from the first half of the second season of Total Drama. Remember, I have only seen the first episode and only one time, so my memory from it might be a little bit iffy. I will try to post the second part as fast as possible, hopefully before the season premieres. I hope you all can enjoy the season, and what do you think about this prediction? Comment down below, and I will try to answer as many as possible. Thanks for watching, and see you all later.